If you want more views, you're gonna have to talk more shit.
Like, think about some of the most viral videos, most viral situations, story times. It'd be people oversharing and just sharing and exposing traumatic things that happen in their life. Millions upon millions of views.
Platforms that once promised connection now push us to perform, and the more personal it gets, the more it seems to pay. But how did that happen? How did being human become something the internet could monetize?
You would be surprised, but so many people that make it on the internet are literally just oversharing their life.
All right. So oversharing online isn't new. We've been doing it for years, but how it shows up now, totally different. Back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, it was all about emotional release. You just had a bad night, open Facebook and type. Don't even ask us, no, I'm done with everything. Found out you were cheated, spilled a long story on Tumblr. It was messy, unfiltered, accidental. People called it cringe or too much, mostly because the internet wasn't ready for raw emotion yet. Nobody was trying to go viral, the audience were small, just you and your friends. There wasn't any real risk like getting fired, and the creator economy wasn't even a thing yet. YouTube, on the other hand, started off like video journal. The vulnerability was more immersive. Grainy webcams, no edits, no ring lights, just someone sharing their feelings. Think of it like coming out videos.
So basically, I am gay.
That was the fight for a while until algorithm got smarter, CEOs got greedier, new platforms popped up, and things slowly shifted. Tons of people started saying,
if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to get to know us a little bit more with every other video.
Daily vlogs blew up, inspired by reality TV, where spilling your tea became authenticity. Then TikTok came in, short-form videos of 40 pages that didn't care about followers. You could be nobody one night and go viral by morning. Pretty soon everyone was copying it. YouTube made short, Instagram and Facebook launched Reels. Suddenly short-form content wasn't just TikTok, it was everywhere. That's when we started noticing that raw, emotional, personal posts didn't just exist, they stood out.
Get ready with me.
Get ready with me.
Get ready with me.
Let's get ready while I trauma dump.
Now, sharing your personal life online is just part of the culture. It's expected, encouraged, staged, designed to be digestible, optimized to grab attention. You scroll for 5 minutes and boom, you're someone processing their pain with music in the background or telling the story with catchy thumbnail pop up.
Yep, you read that correctly. My daughter started her cycle last night. I'm Ryan, and when I was 11, my mom was divorcing my dad, and when I was upstairs crying about it, she came up and told me I shouldn't be crying because he's not even my real dad. And that's how I found out.
We listen and we don't judge.
Remember when I knew you for like 4 days and you helped me move my apartment and a couple other guys showed up to help me move too?
Yeah.
I was going on dates with them too. I just invited everyone I was dating at the time to help me move my apartment. It was like 3 dudes.
Story time of how my dad, who was a police officer for 30 years, got arrested and exposed for cheating on my mom for over a decade.
Look, I'm not saying everyone opening up online isn't authentic. Their feelings can be totally real, but the way they put it out there, that's heavily influenced by the whole online performance thing.
So here's how you're going to make storytime videos that are going to be engaging, that are going to really grow your audience, and that are going to build those connections that you're looking for. The only thing that's going to be different is that your call to action is going to be to get people to follow for the next part.
A lot of successful influencers are literally just posting their day-to-day life. You don't need to overcomplicate what you post. Just post your life.
Like who you are as a person, the things that you have been through, the challenges that you've had, the things you've failed at, the mistakes you've made, the lessons you've learned. All of that is content that really helps people get to know you on a deeper level and gets them really, really invested in you.
My girlfriend actually told me the story, I believe it's true, that Alex Earl originally started blowing up on social media because she showed her acne on camera, right? She wasn't covering them up or anything, she was showing her acne. Do you think people are following her because they like acne? No, because she's being real and vulnerable and she's not trying to hide anything. Recently, the less perfect I try and act, and the more vulnerable I am, and the more I mess up on camera and just like be real with you guys is how I actually talk, I've gained so many more followers.
Being vulnerable online become this formula. Frame it right, it doesn't just connect, it confers. Like there's a study showing that posts with emotional, morally charged language can boost engagement by up to 24%. And that 24% is not just more likes or views, it's literally cash, because engagement isn't just tension anymore, it is currency. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, even Snapchat, they all let us make money straight from engagement. And that's top of the usual brand deals, affiliate links, tips, merch, all that stuff. TikTok has the creator rewards program, kind of their new version of the creator fund in 2023, but with way better payouts. X, on the other hand, pays through ad revenue sharing and subscriptions. Pretty much the same deal on Facebook and Instagram. So how does this change us? The same apps we used to share to just connect, now they pay us for it. Are we gonna share more? I mean, just like any job, if you want to make more, you gotta put up more.
Only way to grow on social media is if you post so much. Like, you guys are treating the algorithm like you're some light skin. Oh, you're playing hard to get, don't post. I treat it like a Persian baddie. She's telling me, do you love me? I say, I love you. I post, 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 post. That's the only way.
The more you post, the more views you get, the more exposure you get. That's how that works.
A couple of years ago, I was scrolling on social media and I saw this post that says, if you post on TikTok every single day for a year, you will never have to worry about money again. And I said, bet, I'm gonna try that. And I did. And they were right. And not in a way of like, you're gonna magically have money appear in your bank account, but you won't have to worry about money in the way that you will always have a brand deal. You will always have an opportunity. You will always have somebody wanting to work with you or wanting to hire you or wanting to have you consult with them. You will never have to worry about opportunities coming in as long as you're staying consistent posting. That's why I started posting on TikTok, and it has been completely transformative.
Anywho, let's talk about the numbers. So I've earned this money in a couple different ways, but I can't break down each specific category because I realized it was against the terms and conditions of some of these programs. So I'm just gonna give you the monthly total, and all of that is either from the Creator Rewards program, the TikTok Shop affiliate program, the Amazon affiliate program, paid collaborations, or video usage rights. So like somebody has wanted to use my video for something. We're gonna start in June. That's when I started my Playhouse series, and it kind of blew up and kind of propelled everything else. So my total for June was $2,036. Pretty freaking good. I was thrilled. Prior to this, I had made $3. So June was a very exciting month for me. In July, that is when I started posting consistently 3 times a day, every single day. My total was $3,781. I'm gonna say that again. $3,781.
No wonder a survey found over half of people would quit their jobs to become full-time influencers, with independence being the main reason. Of course, not everyone's actually cashing big. Most make less than 15K a year, and only about 25% hit somewhere between 50 to 200K. But honestly, despite all that, don't you think it's kind of a good shift that more people are opening up these days? I mean, it made space for conversations we didn't really know how to have before. Just look at the comments under posts like this. You'll see tons of people saying things like, thank you for sharing this. You're not alone. I feel this. It's kind of sweet, right? It shows how deeply people connect to it. What might look like TMI to some can actually be comforting to someone else. The line between what's worth sharing and what crosses the line has become blurry because online both get labeled as relatable, real, or brave. And that validation is like a dopamine hit. It keeps people sharing, and the rest of us, we just keep eating it up.
You can see right in. I just wish we could hear what they were saying.
Humans are noisy by nature. We've always been that way, and oversharing content taps right into it. It feels like someone's handing you something way too raw, too personal, something that shouldn't even be public. And that tension between private and public, that's what pulls us in. Take a look. This video showed up in my feed like a few days ago, and it immediately caught my attention. Well, apparently 2 million people do, so I clicked it, obviously, because I was curious. It's a topic people don't talk about openly. And just look at the thumbnail. He looks traumatized, like, what the hell happened? How did this even go down? Those were the questions running through my head.
I just heard it was sort of like a...
Man, that hit me rolling. I didn't see that coming. So I went straight to the comments to see what people were saying. Some were showing empathy, like, you'll get through this, Daniel, your trauma is valid, while others couldn't help but laugh. Grandma's homemade cookies won't taste the same after this. Mimicking the mood is insane. I'm genuinely sorry for him, but I'm laughing so hard. I lost it. Some were like, it's not funny, you have no heart. Wow, how respectful. This man had experienced so much trauma that he'll never be able to recover from, and you're laughing? Now I really feel bad for it, but then, don't worry, he's joking, that is content. I thought this was real until I looked at his channel and realized he makes videos like this. Yeah, he's right, it's a skit, but that just goes to show how something that looks real and feels real online can actually be fake, and how content that probably shouldn't be out can grab people's attention instantly, which isn't surprising. We're noisy creatures, sure, but we're social too. So when someone talks about their personal stuff online, it doesn't just feel dramatic, it feels familiar. It creates this sense of shared experience, and our brain goes, oh, so I'm not the only one. Because of that, we keep coming back to their content, and slowly our brain starts to trick us into thinking that we're friends. Sure, it's a one-sided parasocial relationship, but it doesn't feel that way. The oversharing becomes the fuel for the illusion. Every story they share, every win they score, every tear that falls, it all feels personal. And yeah, when they recommend something, we're more likely to buy it, not because we're mindless consumers, but because we feel like we know and trust them. We send them gifts on TikTok live streams or Insta Reels. And it's not about the money though, it's about supporting someone who feels like a friend. But that's the thing, the line between friendship and audience has never been blurrier. What used to be personal become performative, and what used to be private turned profitable. Maybe that's what the internet really did. It made being human a part of the algorithm.
When vulnerability becomes a social media engagement driving tool, it risks becoming less about true self-expression and more about what performs well. This is why vulnerability online can feel empowering and exploitative. It straddles two competing realities. Vulnerability is empowering when it's freely expressed, and solely about fostering genuine human connection and making people feel seen. But it becomes exploitative when shaped by external pressures like engagement metrics, validation, and financial incentives that dictate how, when, and what kind of vulnerability is rewarded. Which raises the question, if how we express vulnerability online is influenced by what sells, are we really sharing or just performing? Hope that helps. Bye.